Everybody's looking for body weight routines and workouts you can do at home or things you can do when you're either not able to lift weights or you're not ready to lift weights. But it's actually pretty simple. It's pull-ups, push-ups, squats. That's basically all you need in the beginning. But what if you can't do any push-ups? Or what if you just can't do as many as you would like? You know, we were all weaklings at one point. In fact, after my bicep surgery, I am a weakling yet again. I can't do very many push-ups or pull-ups. In this video, I'm gonna show you how to modify them if you can't do any, or if you can't get enough done to make a real workout out of it. Hey, and real quick, YouTube, before I forget, I have a new podcast and I need guests. So if you want to be a guest on the Icy Mike Imperfect podcast, I will put a link down in the description below and also some more information at the end of the video. It's live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Let's talk about the modified push-up, the girl push-up. The girl push-up is bullshit. We're not going to do the girl push-up. Now, when I say the girl push-up is bullshit, here's what I mean. The girl push-up is what they call like the modified push-up with your, like this, right? And there's actually nothing wrong with this. But here's the problem is no one does this that's not like already an experienced worker outer. They do this, right? Or they do this. They got their shoulders all up in their ears like this. They're putting on the front of their knees on the floor. The thing is they don't understand everything that the push-up is trying to do. So when they modify it, they're not really reaping all the benefits of the push-up. I think the girl push-up does have a place and it can be useful, but when people are left to their own devices, they just don't really do it correctly. I have trained lots and lots and lots of women how to do real, full, strict push-ups, and I've never used the girl push-up. Get on down there. Get that butt down a little bit. There you go. Here's a better way to modify it, and people hate this. When you first start doing this, you feel like you're not doing anything. You feel like you're not exercising. We're gonna put everything on the floor flat. We're gonna dig our toes in. We're gonna flex our legs, squeeze our butt cheeks, do good push-up position, good hand position, and everything else. And we're gonna try to stay as rigid as possible, push up to the top of the push-up position. Then we're gonna lower ourselves very slowly all the way back down. This is what I tell them. I tell them that this is a 0. And I tell them that this is a 10. And I will accept anything in between. If this is what you get, that's fine. Even if it starts to look like this, that's fine. As long as we don't do this, as long as the ass comes up just a little bit earlier than it did before, the last time you did this, you're making progress. This is it. Now, people aren't going to like it. They're going to feel like they're not doing anything. They're going to get frustrated, and they'll try to go back to doing this, right? Or they'll go, That's not it, because they feel like this isn't actually a push-up. And tell them it's okay to rest at the bottom, because what we're actually practicing and getting better at is traveling through the whole range of motion, not half the range of motion, not this, which doesn't require us to flex our core. This still requires them to flex their core. This still requires that, and we're talking about people that can't do any push-ups. And we'll get to if you can do push-ups, why you still need this here in a second. They will feel discouraged. They'll feel weak. They'll feel like they're not a master of their own body. And all of that's true. It's discouraging. It sucks to find out, like, I'm not even strong enough to do a push-up. If this is you doing it, be encouraged. If this is you trying to help someone do push-ups, try to encourage them. Be like, no, you are getting the gains. You're flexing your core. You're building up your chest, your shoulders. Just the act of holding yourself up on your hands is hard for people who are deconditioned. This world is kind of soft and easy to live in. Now, obviously pre-injury, I could crank out push-ups for days, but I can't do that many anymore. But my chest, which is pathetic and little and weak, is just getting more pathetic and more little and more weak by the day. So I need to pump it up, which means we need high volume. So I need to do the push-ups that I can do. For me right now, it's just sets of 10. But say I want to make those sets of 12 or sets of 15. Say I've set in my mind I want 4 sets of 12. So I do my set of 10, all right? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's embarrassing. That's struggling for me. But I want to make it 12 because I'm trying to promote growth, or I want to make it 15 or whatever. Then I'm going to do this. And then I'm going to do another. and then I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do another, and then I'm going to rest. That'll allow me to extend that set longer, do more sets of that rather than a couple of short sets of like you really struggling. Hey, so if you're coming from YouTube and you want to be a guest on the podcast, it's super easy. You go to icymike.podbean.com. There's a link in the description below. It'll end up looking something like that. It's every Wednesday. It's live. We record it live at 9 p.m. There's a live chat in the app. You can call in and be a live guest, but you have to get the app to be a guest on the show. So go down to that link below, get the Podbean app, go follow Icy Mike Imperfect on Podbean.